Okay, good morning, beautiful people. How are you this morning? Hi, Dennis. Okay, so, thanks, Jacob. I just wanted to, touch base on yesterday morning's video, and stick with the topic of self-love and self-forgiveness. God laid it on my heart this morning to read something, to you out of, the Life Recovery Bible. It says, loneliness and isolation go along with the guilt and shame we feel about who we are or what we have done. We may feel so cut off from others that we feel lonely even when we are around other people. Guilt, fear of being hurt, and self-hatred can make us unable to believe in the love others have for us. We can feel all alone in the struggle, even when there are people beside us who want to help. Being willing to accept their love is part of the preparation for making our own amends. Amends to ourselves, not our own amends. Wise King Solomon observed, "Two people are better off than one, for they can help each other succeed. If one person falls, the other can reach out and help. But someone who falls alone is in real trouble." Likewise, two people lying close together can keep each other warm, but how can one be warm alone? A person standing alone can be attacked and defeated, but two can stand back to back and conquer. But three are even better. For a triple braided cord is not easily broken. And that's from Ecclesiastes 4:9 through 12. Loneliness can break us and defeat us in the recovery process. When we prepare to make amends, we also need to prepare our heart to accept whatever love, whatever support or friendship is offered in return. These supportive relationships, along with God's supporting hand, will strengthen our life considerably. With our friends and God joining with us to form a triple braided cord, we will not be easily broken or turn from the path of recovery. I think that's very important to remember. God didn't make us creatures to be alone. Jerusalem conquered, the Jews conquered Jericho together, not one person or two people. This thing called life, we have to do together. It takes, it takes so many people. That's why a church is a congregation of people. We had to do this journaling thing in one of my classes, the groups that I go to for my outpatient. And it's each month, it's a new topic, but it's a different question each day that we have to answer. And so this morning, it's, good morning, Jennifer. This morning the question was, what does self-love mean to you? And this month's topic is basically learning how to love yourself. Good morning, Christy. Learning how to love yourself, and in order to do that, it takes a lot of work. First we have to accept ourselves. We have to accept our past selves, our future selves, what we want to be. We have to accept everything in our lives as is. And I'm going to read through some of these comments here. Alone is very much trouble. Alone, 2 years, 11 days in my recovery. It's a we thing, not an I thing, exactly. Here's my answer, and I'm not sure if I'm completely done with it because I was still pretty tired. Good morning, Christy. Acceptance of my past failures and character defects, and taking the steps I need to change those defects by turning them into something that I can use for God's wonderful purpose. Allowing God's grace and mercy in my life and truly be all that I am. Not letting my doubts or insecurities be a flaw, and not let those things hold me back from being the best me that the Lord needs me to be. Self-love is finding God's grace in everything and embracing it all in my life, the good and the bad. Because whether we know it or not, God doesn't want us to hurt by any means. But what he does do is use those hurts for his good purpose. And And that's the amazing thing. The amazing thing is that we don't see what's going on behind the scenes. But what we do get to see is God's grace working in our lives and in everybody else's lives. I wrote here as kind of an afterthought, but it's true. Finally, I'm getting to a point. I'm not there yet, but able to see the flawlessness that God sees in me. I become self-love means that I'm able to forgive myself. I'm not completely there yet either, and that's kind of why I'm taking this journey with everybody, because I'm giving you what I'm learning, if that makes any sense. Because, as I was reading earlier, we don't do this alone. We can't do it alone. And there's probably a bunch of you out there thinking, I can't do it alone. And it's okay. You don't have to do it alone. And that's one great thing about social media. And I feel that, God's using a lot of us these days as vessels on social media to reach out to those that just can't get out of the house anymore. That their anxieties are so huge and so big and overtaking them that they're allowing Satan and this horrible disease to just run their lives. So that's right, you have to give what you receive in order to keep it. I really kind of want to stay on this morning, but I am doing something this morning for myself to help better my life. And actually, this one thing that is how God revealed himself to me in my life is coming to the realization of some hurtful things that have been going on in my life. And everybody knows that I was married, or soon to be not married anymore, because God revealed to me that he was trying to kill me. And good morning, Mark. Wow, long time no see. And this morning, God has graced me with the divorce papers, but I have to go meet with him to have him sign them. So, if you guys could say a little prayer for me this morning, I would be gratefully appreciated to help me along this path this morning. I know that, good morning, Michael. I know that, God is with me, and he's going to help me get through this. My issue is that I want to go in love. I don't want to go in hate. And so when I see him, I fear. Okay, fear is a great liar. God bless you too. Thank you. So with that said, I'm going to go in love today, and I ask you just continue to pray for me to stay in love while I'm there, and let God do his work on him, and just pray for him too, that he'll find the Lord's salvation. But I love you guys, and I'm going to try to continue to do this every morning and say a little something, and I'm that's God willing. So you guys have a great day, and share this video so everybody else can see it. Bye-bye.